how do you rebuild when they are all you've known? For the people that have been in long-term relationships, and now you are, or the people that have coupled pretty completely with their person, you really bonded, you became a couple, and you kind of lost who you were singly, which is fine because when we're a couple, that's what we do. We operate as a couple, we do couple things, and we do kind of forget who we were on the other side, which is absolutely normal and completely fine. Some of us really let go of our identity more than others do, and so when we come up against a breakup or a divorce, we have no idea who we were, what we like, and how to find that identity again because we lost our identity. Don't forget that. This is an identity crisis. You don't know who you are anymore. You were a mother, father, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend for a really long period of time, and that's who you were. So now you're left with, okay, how do I restart life? How do I reintroduce myself to the world? Because this is what you're going to have to do. Someone said one time every relationship ends at some point, whether somebody passes away, you get divorced, a breakup, somebody moves away. And I thought that was really poignant because you do find yourself alone at certain times in your life. And who are you at that point? This is a huge practice in how you are going to recover. So if you don't know who you are, you have to start by thinking about who were you before that relationship? And a lot of us were kids. And so you start to think about what did I like? What did I want to do? And some of those things don't even hold true anymore. Like, I mean, I wanted to be a ballerina because I was so young when I got into my relationship, but that's probably not practical anymore. But who knows? I did buy tap shoes at one point. That didn't really pan out, but that's another story. I was in a complete identity crisis at that time. But anyway, start to think about who you want to be, the things you like, the things you don't like. You have to create an identity for yourself. And the good news is you can do anything you want to do. There doesn't have to be fear in place at this point. You've already been through the ringer. Like, you have been through so much. The heartbreak that you've experienced brought you to a complete low. So at this point, who cares if you try something that sounds ridiculous and it doesn't work out? You're probably not going to go any lower than you've been. So don't have any fear when you start going out there and saying, you know, what do I want to do? I took like a wine 101 class because I really didn't know anything about wine. And I absolutely love that class. I volunteer my time. I didn't think that was something I'd be interested in, but I love being around people. And that was something I really wanted to do. So you have to decide, what do you want to do for a business right now? Are you happy in your job? Do you want to look for something else? You can do that on the side of your regular job. You don't have to go out, quit your job, and turn your life upside down like maybe your ex did. You can do it in a really thoughtful way. You can sit down and say, you know what, I'm not really happy in this job. I'm going to take some classes on the side and maybe see what goes on, maybe start something online. Anything that you want to learn about. It doesn't even have to be something that adds to, like a degree or anything. It could be something like, I'm interested in psych and you want to take a class. Go take that class. Start to reinvent yourself from the ground up and be as grand as you want to be. There are no strings attached at this point. You have no one to answer to. You have no one that you have to kind of fit in this little box now of who you used to be. This is your time to break out. So what are you going to do with it? Buy a planner. Like, I always have a planner on me because healing really is an action plan. You have to write things down. They say a dream is just a dream until you write it down, and then it's a goal. So start with little things that you want to do for yourself, but make it measurable so you can feel like you're heading in some direction. We need structure coming out of a breakup. We need to feel like our days look the same. We have structure. Structure brings us a sense of safety and security. So make your days look pretty much the same every single day. Put things on your calendar. Get into a class at the gym. Go for a walk a certain amount of times a week. Start doing push-ups, sit-ups, whatever it is you want to do. Take that class. Go to a coffee shop at the same time every week. Start, meeting the local people that hang out there. Volunteer your time. Go out at night and do something. There's always something going on in your town. Get the paper, look at it, go out or online, who reads the paper anymore? But I'm probably talking to my generation. But get out there and act. You have to help yourself. When I tell you nobody's coming, nobody is coming. People have their own life going on. These people love you. They adore you. They are going to support the crap out of you, but they also have their own life going on. You have to start creating your new life, and it's probably not going to be with the couples you were usually with. You're going to have to find people that are kind of in the same boat as you. So do things where it kind of draws from a different mix of people, and get yourself into a whole new circle if you have to. There are friends for a reason and friends for a season. So go out there and mix it up a little bit, and meet new people and get in a different circle here and there. Reconnect with people that you may have lost touch with, and start to do things with them. So you really have to help yourself in the healing process, but take pen to paper and script it. I really mean that. Script what your life is going to be like, who you want to be. Your identity is gone right now. It really is. I mean, of course, we're still ourselves, but how we kind of presented ourselves to the world is completely different. So especially if you're in a long-term relationship and you're finding yourself in a place of, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know where my life is going. And your person probably didn't have a problem getting up, going, and creating a brand new life. But you, on the other hand, were deeply vested, probably didn't know the relationship was going to end, certainly didn't want that relationship to end, or for whatever reason, the relationship had to come to an end. But you were not prepared. You have not been thinking about you at all. What your life is going to look like, what you want to do, what you want to be. Now's the time. Honestly, today, sit down and write something for yourself. I don't care what it is. I don't care how great it sounds. So out of what you would normally consider, do it. Do it for yourself. You have to go deep and say, not only who were you before you got into that relationship, you were probably not even developed yet. You probably didn't even know who you were. Now's your time. And like I said, just shoot for the stars. Who cares? What's going to happen? You're going to fail at something, and what? You're going to feel worse? Probably not. But imagine if you do pretty well. Not only that, if you do something you don't like it, do something new. Go take a class. Learn like golf or pickleball or tennis or whatever, card games. Who cares? Go be you. Who cares if you fall on your face? I don't care. Look, I love the people that are going out trying some new stuff. Don't have this fear of what are people going to think now? How am I going to? Who cares? Stop caring about everybody else and stop caring about you. Start being you. And once you start on that path, you become a magnet to people. Even though you think like, oh my God, I'm struggling so badly. People are looking at you like, look at this person picking themselves up and going on with their life and figuring it out. What's better than that? Remember, it doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It's how often you get up. Get up and go. You don't have to be very productive to be moving yourself forward. Do it every day, baby steps, but have a plan. Go get pen and paper, make your plan, have your plan, and move forward. You're creating a new identity. Who do you want to be? Maybe not a tap dancer or a ballerina. Maybe so. Who am I? My grandmother took up tap dancing maybe in her 70s and tap danced all the way through her 80s. And you know what? Nothing was going to stop her. Nothing. So you know what? You're right, Grandma. You know what? Go for whatever you want to do. And don't worry about people judging. This is your time. This is all about you now. All about you. Make it about you. That's what self-love and self-care looks like. So get on it today. Go get a planner. Get this one cute little planner. And I'm not like sponsored or anything. But go get a planner and do it today.